Welcome to Us in My Life. Love you and cause I love you so much. Oh, 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 I just love you. I just like help, help. I just like help. I just like you too. I just like you. I just love you. Happy New Year! I love you, say goodbye. Just going to school, and that's all.
Hello, everyone. Good Saturday morning. This is Linda in Buffalo, New York, and this is the Optimize My Life show brought to you by the Hope Collection. And that was Ariana Stanley, and she's a sweetheart from the great state of Minnesota. And her mom and dad are so involved and so important to the Hope Collection, and so is Ariana. So, but welcome. It's a wonderful, cool, crisp autumn day here in Buffalo, New York, and welcome you to the show. Today, we have great things going on. It's our church's Fall Fest, and it is always so much fun. My husband Ron, who's the president of the Hope Collection, and I are in charge of the pumpkin patch. So every child gets to find a pumpkin and claim it as their own. But there's going to be petting zoos and face painting and beanbag games for the adults and bouncy houses for the kids. It's just a really fun day. So we're rushing around this morning to get things put together, and so it's really fun. It just makes a perfect, awesome experience. But today is the beginning of October. Half of the summer gone fast, just whizzed by, and it was a wonderful summer. Now we are keeping in mind in our prayers and any financial help that anyone can give for the victims of that hurricane that usually you think of Florida, but this one went through Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and did such devastation, unbelievable devastation. And so that's something really to keep in our minds too, how we can help people. I know that there's a number of the reserve soldiers from Western New York have gone down to help, and certain just clearing the roads, just finding people. It's been 10 days or maybe 7 days. I can't remember how many days it's been, but people are in still such precarious parts. Our friends in Florida, they were fine. Their son lost both of their cars were completely destroyed from flood waters, but they're safe. And that's a car is minuscule compared to the devastation of homes and families being torn apart. So, but with that, I just want to, welcome anyone that's listening to the show. Saturday is really just a little half hour. We call it the Weekend Review. And normally I would have a whole topic to talk about. We were out yesterday finding the pumpkins, getting donations from grocery stores, and which was really a lot of fun. And so I didn't really have a set preparation today like normal. So I do apologize for that. One thing that I did want to, we're talking the week in review, and so it's more than a week. So I just want to give a shout out to. We were in Florida ourselves. Now we're in Buffalo, New York, up near Niagara Falls, and we were in Florida going to St. Augustine a week ago, and we got lost. We thought we knew a shortcut. I thought I knew a shortcut, so I was directing my husband which way to go. And we weren't even on a highway. We were in back roads. There weren't even houses where we were. So we were so lost. And we got to a T in the road, and we had no idea. Do we go right? Do we go left? We were so confused, so lost. And a man in a white pickup truck came behind us and pulled next to us, and we told him where we were trying to get to, and he looked at us like we were nuts, actually, and he said, "Just follow me." 45 minutes. He went out of his way for 45 minutes to get us back to where we started. Honestly, he took us back to where we started so that we could head north where we were trying to go. Because here we were heading south on these backcountry roads. So, but I just want to, it's people like that, and hopefully we all have a chance to do that for somebody in our life, that we could go out of our way with no complaint and just a smile and a wave, just to take somebody, to help somebody. Maybe isn't that they were lost driving someplace. Maybe it could be anything. It could be something as simple as a smile, that somebody might just need a smile and a hello, and not a how you doing and keep walking, but actually ask somebody, how are you doing, and listen. And sometimes it's just something simple, and sometimes it's something like this man that went out of his way for so long. I mean, we were zigzagging on these. There's no way he could have said, go down here, turn left, go another mile, turn right. He never would have been able to tell us, but by, taking the time to show us what a difference that made. And so, I just pray that we can be that light in somebody else's life as that man was to us. I mean, we never got his name. We never, other than when he left, he pointed which way for us to go, and he went back the opposite way. So it's just, but if we could just be the light for somebody else, it's really so important. We didn't have to know anything about it. He didn't have to know anything about us. He just went out of his way, and that's what we aspire to, that we can be that light for somebody, that we can be that helpful hand for somebody else. So, and God will put those things in our path. It's whether or not we take the time that we recognize it. Well, good morning. Hi, Bob.
Oh, good morning, Linda. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. I was just recounting that God puts people in our path that either can help us or we can help, and we just, like that man in Florida that went out of his way to, when we were so lost, going in the wrong direction, and just that he took the time. And that's what I was just saying, that we need to be aware of circumstances where we can just help. Today, we have, I know Ron's we're packing up the car. It's our church's Fall Fest, and it is always so much fun. 2 years ago, we were in charge of the pumpkin patch like we are today, and so we were out yesterday getting donations from supermarkets for pumpkins, and so, but then last year it poured rain. So we had a drive-through, and we still gave out 200 pumpkins last year. And just with cars you're driving through and giving out hot cider and donuts and little Bibles and pumpkins. But this year we're back to having a beautiful, beautiful autumn day, and so we're going to have, face painting and bouncy houses and a petting zoo for the kids and beanbag toss games for the adults and just all kinds of. They have different crafts and it's just, and of course there'll be food trucks and pumpkin. It's just a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. So Ron and I, as soon as this call is over, we're heading over to drop off tents and the beanbag game and things like that, just to contribute. So Bob, how are you today?
Well, I'm doing great, thank you. God is good. He's blessed us all tremendously. I had a training class this week that I went to. In fact, it was day before yesterday, and I'm going to be a poll worker for the election.
Oh, and, wonderful!
So they had a training class. I have so far. I am scheduled to work at the general election, which is on November 5th. But there's also early voting starting in October 26th, and but they haven't assigned me yet for that. But there's 9 days in October that we'll be doing early voting, and so but I'm hoping I can get scheduled for that also, because I can make a little money that way.
Sure, my grandmother always did that. She always, for years and years, she was involved in that, and so yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah.
I just figured I wanted to do my part to kind of help out the election this year. I've never done this before, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It's very long hours, so on election day. Election day, it's about a 14-hour commitment on election day.
Yes.
The early voting is only about 10 hours a day, so
it's still a long day. Still a long day.
Yeah.
When I worked at the newspaper, when we were first married, we lived in a small town, Jamestown, which is near the Pennsylvania border, and I worked at the newspaper, and we would go to the different polling places at like 9 o'clock when the polls ended, and picked up results, believe it or not, and they were always not teasing us, but telling us, be kind to the workers because they're very overtired and can be kind of cranky. So, again, I can't remember if it was just paper ballots, but we would actually get results then from each, and then we would, our small town newspaper, we would tabulate things at the newspaper. So that was, that was a good 50 years ago. Things have changed, I'm sure, quite a bit, but the long hours and and I'm sure you're going to have long hours and really dumb questions from people. So that's
yeah.
That's always thinking.
Also, we got if you give Ronnie a message for me, we're going to have a conference call tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to talk about the travel business with him and Rick and myself and a friend Gary Geiga is going to be on there also. And so if you give him the message, we're going to use the same conference bridge that you're using today.
Yeah, Ron was trying to, Bob, does Gary, is it Gary? Does he have Zoom? Does he have access to Zoom? Does he have a computer?
It has what?
Does your friend have access to a computer? Does he have Zoom?
Okay.
No.
I asked Mary Stanley to set up the conference for me, so she's done.
Right.
She's done that, I think.
Okay, you're not listening. You're hearing me. Does your friend have access to Zoom instead of? You know what Zoom is? You know, on the computer that you can see each other face to face.
Yeah. Okay.
Does your friend have access to Zoom?
It can do what?
Does your friend?
I don't know why. I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying. Go ahead.
Does your friend have access to Zoom? Does your friend have a computer?
Oh, okay.
No. Does he? Yes or no? Does your friend have a computer?
I heard computer, but I didn't hear what the rest of what you said.
Does your friend have a computer?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does he have access to Zoom? That way you can see each other. You can see us
we're not
face to face.
We're not going to do a Zoom. We're going to do a regular, like a Hope Radio show.
Okay, it's not as good because we were trying to meet everyone face to face. That's important, but we'll have to do it that way. But we'd prefer using Zoom because you see each other.
Yeah,
it's more meaningful. You can,
Yeah, but I don't have the capability for that on my computer.
Okay, you do. You just don't know how to, but you do have it because all computers have it. But we can worry about that another time.
Linda, you don't understand. My computer is about 20 years old.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't have it. I don't have that capability to do that. I can do Zoom, but I can't do the video part of it.
Yeah. Okay. You don't have a camera.
No. Right.
Okay. All righty. So 3:00. Okay. Ron was hoping to have it at 6, but we'll work with what we have. So we'll have to be back here by 3. I'll let him know.
Yeah, because Ron mentioned that to me, but I told him I couldn't. I don't have the capability for that. Don't have the no. Not that I need for that.
Okay. Yeah. We so she's setting it up for 3. I'll let him know because we were hoping for 6 p.m. But we'll do 3 p.m.
Well, I can change that. I can change it to 6 p.m. if we need to.
We can talk about that. If we're going to be, because we're heading over as soon as I'm off the call, we're heading over to church to help set up, and then the festivities at our church are from noon to 3, and then at 4:30 for my 8th grade graduating class.
We'll make it 6 p.m. That's fine.
It's very easy to change that. Because if Mary and Bob, if Mary and Rick already have it at 3, we'll leave it there because Rick is so busy. If he said 3:00 was okay, we'll go with that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was going to call him next. I haven't really confirmed the time with him yet, so
okay.
I can still
find out what time Rick is available, and then we'll fit into whatever because Rick is so busy too.
Yeah.
So tonight we have our
8th grade graduating class. We get together once a year. This isn't our high school class. This is our 8th grade graduating class. It will be the 6th year in a row that we've gotten together for a dinner.
Wow.
Yeah. So on our 50th anniversary of our 8th grade graduating, we got together for the first time. And so tonight's the night. Oh, that's why, because we're going to be, we'll just, let me know which time Rick is good, and then we'll fit in, and because we were going to go to a party tomorrow afternoon, but we'll have to forego that if Rick can do 3, okay?
Yeah, I'll see what time he's available. I was going to call him this morning, and then we'll go from there, and then I'll let you guys know what time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave a message because we're going to be outside, so we probably won't hear the phone. So leave a voicemail message for Ron, okay?
Yeah, I will.
All righty. Thanks,
Okey-doke.
Bob. You have a wonderful day. Okay,
you too.
I'm going
to
cut the call a little short today so that we can get everything packed in the car and taken over to the church. So, but for everyone, just remember the Blog Talk Radio shows noon to 1 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And so there are so many different activities and interests, and actually the noon to 1 shows are just the tip of the iceberg for the different shows that are available on our Blog Talk radio station. So, but with that, I'm going to wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and look forward to hearing from everyone during the week. And just be careful. Keep those that were in the hurricane path in your prayers, and just just like that man in Florida did for us. Just go out of your way, maybe. You don't have to necessarily go 45 minutes out of your way, but just go out of your way to make somebody's day today. With that, I'm going to say have a wonderful Saturday, Bob, and we'll talk to everyone during the week. All righty. Bye-bye.
God bless you and Ronnie.
Okay, you too. Say hi to Flo.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.